What's up? Welcome back to the next episode in our Stick War series. So, yeah, where we last left off, I had just finished upgrading our Sword Wrath's unit to do more damage. So you've noticed I've gone from having a club-like thing to an actual sword now. So, yeah, Sword Wraiths are one of the best units to upgrade. You should always... That sound was a bit too loud. You should always build a Sword Wraith at the start of every mission, no matter what. They are easily one of the most useful units in the game. They're fast, they're cheap, and if you're controlling them, they can pretty much one-hit kill most other units, with the exception of Giants, Speartons, and maybe something else. We haven't encountered Giants or Speartons yet, but... Well, we've met the Speartons now. Okay, that went wonderful. They don't have a lot of health, so you gotta be careful when using them, like you just saw, because they have pretty good attack range, though. So I'm just gonna take this guy across. If I am lucky, it's past me. If I'm lucky, then I will be able to actually kill off a couple of the enemy miners. Haha, you missed, you suck. That's right, run! Run like the cowards you are. So I want... Oh dang, I just queued up like 6 miners. So I don't want quite that many. I can't believe this guy's still alive, actually. Okay, so bunch more Sword Wraths. And it looks like the Speartons are about to attack, which is not good. The good news is, though, god dang it, I hate that spin move, because it's so frustrating to have to deal with. The thing about this level, though, is we are... Everyone retreat. So, they're going to garrison, and as you'll see, that means that archers come out, and will start attacking the Speartons. And I hope they can kill the Speartons before the Speartons destroy my one unit, though. I just completely lost my train of thought. Oh, yes. Anyways, once we beat this level, we will get Speartons, which is really nice. Dang it! I was too careless when I deployed my first 2 Sword Wraiths, and that's why they won. Anyways, so this level is... I like that we get Speartons so early in the game. They are one of the most useful units. You saw that they carry spears, and they can throw those. And even once they've thrown their primary weapon, they still have that backup sword, which is... Yeah, they are one of the most versatile units in the game. They have a range attack, they have a melee attack, they're tough, they do quite a bit of damage. They actually do the same damage as Sword Wraths. They're more expensive, but still. Gonna try and get some more miners here if I can. And then after this, we want a Sword Wraith. Next, another Sword Wraith. Because, yeah, he's dead. So... 2 more Sword Wraiths. Hopefully we survive this next enemy attack. Notice, I was not as careless this time with my Sword Wraith. And their spear attacks missed, which is good. Problem is, though, these guys are tough. So, when you take control of a unit, personal control, a little star appears, and they do like 3 times the normal amount of damage. They have tons more health. It is... Basically, you should always be controlling at least one of your units. I mean, there's no real reason not to. So, I mean, like I said in the last video, kind of an advanced guard sort of thing. And I have actually beaten whole levels by just using 1 unit at a time to just walk up to the enemy castle while keeping everyone else in reserve. And just destroying their enemy monument that way. It is a really useful strategy. I'm still sad we lost the first time, but It doesn't matter, because we won this time. And now, as you can see, you have unlocked a new unit, the Spearton. Space to attack, Q to block, F to throw spear. I hardly ever block with these guys, I mostly just focus on attacking. Because in any game, I always prefer doing extra damage to actually being better defended, because it doesn't matter how much damage the enemy does if they are dead before they can attack you. So what we're going to do now is we're going to finish upgrading our Sword Wrath to do max damage, and then upgrade, again, the amount of gold our castle, monument, whatever the heck you want to call it, produces. Plus 2 gold per second. When this is max upgraded, we can get 10 gold every second, which can be really useful. Sword Wrath encounter. In an attempt to regain their land, the Sword Wrath have sent everything they have at you. To win, survive the Sword Wrath encounter. So they will attack at sunset. So we basically get bonus time to just sit here and defend. And prepare to build a nice defensive force. Again, I'm taking one guy out. I want to show you how many soldiers they actually have here. And these are all Sword Wraith units. And they hurt, as you can see. So that's why direct attacks are a bad idea. So you guys won't make that same mistake now. So one thing I realized from the last video was I never told you how to actually get to this game. It's on a website called StickPage. I will put a link in the description. They have some other cool games there. We will be playing another one of their games later, the second version of this, and then they have some other games which we might play. I'm not sure. Now, Sword Wrath units, I've said, can be pretty powerful. The perfect counter to them, though, is the Archidons. Archers, basically. Because they can just pick them off at range, which can be very useful. We're going to want a couple of Speartons up front. These Speartons are really tanks. They are supposed to soak up damage and protect the units behind them. I'm not sure why he's following me. He's supposed to be defending. And, like I said, these guys have a spear-throwing ability, so we're just going to take advantage of that. We're just going to run right up to these Sword Wraiths and throw a spear at them, and then run back. I think another Spearton, another Archer. I want to be well defended. I'll just grab another one. In fact, here's what I'll do. I'll just keep running up with Speartons and throwing spears at these guys, trying to whittle them down before they can actually manage to attack. Speaking of them attacking, run. Well, he's dead. And I can't afford any more defenders. Okay, now I can. Nice amount of archers here. We want to tell these guys to attack, so they can still throw their spears to get extra damage before the enemy actually gets within killing range. Notice how, like, 3 of these guys, with just a couple of archers to back them up, can destroy a whole unit of Sword Wraiths. Like I said, these guys are tanks, they just soak up damage, and they can dish out a lot too. But they take forever to build, and they're pretty expensive compared to everything else. Well, relatively, they're kind of middle ground. Later on, when we get Giants and Wizards, we'll be fighting Giants and Wizards pretty soon. Then we will start, actually, you'll see some really expensive stuff that costs more than $1,000 to build. And we have defended. So, what next? I really like Speartons. I want to upgrade them. I really want the extra gold per second. It didn't seem to matter too much last game, though. So I'm thinking Spearton health, because they're tanks, and damage, because I like to be offensive with them. And, yeah. So, I think we're ready for our next battle against the Magi Kill. Like I said, we will fight wizards. These are the wizards. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a Sword Wraith and then a Miner. Sword Wraith should usually be one of the first things you build. Doesn't matter if you build the Miner first too much, but it's still nice to get these guys out as soon as possible. And you'll see why, because the Magi Kill, the wizards, they have some really annoying stuff they will do. Which is, they will spawn these little minion guys, which are basically mini Sword Wraiths. You can see one now holding the pitchfork. You can one-hit them, but still, and then that's the other thing they do. They do like this, I'm not sure what you would call it. It's really annoying, though. And I was not able to kill him before he ran behind that stupid spike wall. I'm going to grab a couple more miners, and then a Spearton. And as you can see there, I waited too long before trying to, or striking. That will stun you for a moment. I want... Dang it, he's standing right next to the statue. Okay, and now I can just start attacking the enemy statue, which is nice. Grab a couple more Speartons. Sword Wraiths are the perfect counter to these guys. Pretty much because, you know, they can just easily spawn these little minion guys. We can easily kill the little minion guys, one hit with a Sword Wraith. And both of them are pretty much totally expendable. I'm not sure what that was just now, but that's a problem. They have two of them now. And this is probably going to be, yeah, unfortunately that was the end of our Sword Wraith unit. But we have Speartons. And Speartons are better in every way. And as you can see, they're moving up. When miners will actually deplete these, like, war blocks, I'm not sure what to call them, like crystal patches or something, miners will, they will deplete them over time. And when they run out, they will need to go to the next ones. And so you'll need to actually... Your soldiers will advance to help defend them, so your miners will... They'll try and keep your miners safe, basically. As you can see, though, you may have noticed that, you know, these guys have spears, and it usually takes them a moment to kind of... Once they've thrown their spear, it takes them a moment to draw their sword. There's a little thing, I don't know if it's a glitch or something, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but... one thing you can do is, the second you throw the spear, almost immediately after, throw the space, hit the space bar. That is the attack. And that will allow you to instantly, it instant draws your sword, and then you can just start attacking immediately. Rimini. These guys are a real pain to deal with, as you can see. Not anymore, though. They're in pain, but still. Bad pun, I know. I'll let them handle the enemy miners. And now, it looks like we should be able to kill this enemy fortress, castle, monument, whatever you want to call it, pretty easily. And now we have a Magi kill. F to spawn minions. So, last upgrades here. I'm thinking Speartons are awesome, so, again, same thing. You'll notice their spear got a little better, and their helmet improved. So I think that's going to be it for this video. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you all for watching.